Welcome, people, to my podcast. Finally, I can welcome you guys to the Yaadie Links Podcast. Yo, I swear I'm excited because it's been like crazy number of times I hit record, and for some reason, I just like decided not to go with um the video or the audio because I guess I want it to be perfect, and I just finally came to that realization that it's going to be like, a one step at a time type of thing. It's not going to be like immediate perfection. So, um yeah, I just have to like start, and it can only go up from here. So, if you guys have joined me, I appreciate you for even just like, I mean, I haven't even gotten anywhere in the episode yet, but I mean, for even just taking the time to actually check it out to see what it's about, I appreciate that. So let me get straight into it, and let me tell you guys what this is going to be about. All right. So as I said, podcast name Yaadie Links, right? And from you hear Yaadie, from you hear my accent already, you could have tell say straight out of Jamaica me come from, right? And honestly, me no know nobody else really call themselves Yaadie like that. No other Caribbean country or no else in the world. Like if you end up a call yourself Yaadie, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like in a Steve that one from me. So so Yaadie straight out of Jamaica, Westmoreland, Jamaica. And yeah, and my name is Kemar Sky. I'll be your host for this podcast. You see, I was about to say this episode as if it's not like my thing. Like, yeah, it's gonna be, for the most part, it's gonna be me for like solo episodes. I'm gonna try drop this like every other week. Um, Maybe as time go by, maybe as I get like more things to talk about, more people start joining and give them ideas as things we can talk about. Maybe we'll step that up to like every week. Um, but yeah, this is what we're gonna be talking about. All right, so Yadi, I'm from Jamaica and living in America right now. So essentially, I'm an immigrant, and so this podcast is gonna be about immigrants. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to move from anywhere in the world to America. It's not centered around America. I mean, naturally, I know a lot of people here. I'm living here, so it'll go seem like that. But really, once you move from one place to the next, to like pretty much set up residence, like that's what we're gonna focus on. So whether that mean like me, I'm a Jamaican moving to America. Whether that mean you're from Bahamas, moving to America, uh, moving from one Caribbean country to another Caribbean country, moving to England, moving from Africa to somewhere, or moving from somewhere to Africa or to England. So essentially, it's like wherever like home is for you, like wherever you were born or like wherever your native land is, and once you have to move to somewhere else, there's going to be like a certain type of transition you have to go through, right? And that's essentially what we're gonna focus on, like making that transition. What were the difficulties? What are the different like unique things that you experienced that uh like maybe it may definitely differ from what you're used to from home, wherever home is. So that's one point or one focus of the podcast. Also, um, I'm also probably gonna talk to like people who were born here but to like immigrant parents. So for example, kids like Jamaican kids growing up with like Jamaican, or am I saying it wrong? I think I mean like essentially or technically they're American kids, but really they have Jamaican parents, so we would I call them like Jamaican. So the thing is like they'll be in tune to the culture, like the food, the music, all the history and stuff like that. But I'm a kind of Yankee in a way. They might not fully Yanks, like they might have still a be the Air Force ones and the Jordans, but You don't know when clocks play, everybody don't know what that mean. Real bad man na Magalena. Straight jeans. Them type of thing. I know a lot of people like that. I have some of my relatives are like that. So I want to focus on those people as well. And as I was saying earlier, like for the most part it's gonna be solo episodes. But at some point hopefully, because I could like bring other people on as guests. Some people from like friends. Like I think like immigrants they tend to like have like a certain type of connection. Cause like naturally, I have friends like from different Caribbean countries for sure. I have some friends from Bahamas. I think Guyana. I probably can have somebody come. We can argue about the curry thing because we really not understand it from your perspective. But yeah, on to the next. Like, well, friends from Africa. Couple from Nigeria. I think. Yeah, all over. So essentially, more have some people for like bring them on. We can talk about their experiences. See how theirs like kind of whether similar or differ from mine, and we can have like a conversation about that type of thing. And also for sure, like if somebody, if you're listening to this podcast right now and you can relate, and you have something that you might want us to or want me to like touch on and like see how see if there's anything like similar that I'm going through that you've been through, yo, just hit me up on IG, like Kemar underscore Sky on Instagram. Just DM me, and hey, you never know if you want to even join me on a podcast on an episode, and we can have that type of that conversation, that discussion, so you can share your experiences. That possible as well. Just link me up on IG. Um, I don't know, even if you're in like different country, you might be in a whole different place. Like anything possible these days, right? We have Zoom, we have Skype, we'll make it happen. FaceTime, um, anything possible. Them say China just make artificial sun or something of that side. So yeah, so I'll go with this. Anything possible, alright? So yeah, I think I covered like the essence of what the podcast gonna be about. Um, if you made it to this point, oh, hold on. People, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Yo, for sure, yeah, like, I'm fresh to this thing, right? Typically, when like YouTubers or content creators start them content, like from the intro, they're like, "Yo, hey guys, welcome. This is da 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 da. Please like, comment, share, subscribe." All them things there. But when I use it yet, me get there. But I'd really appreciate if you guys would like, if you like it, that would be great. Comment, share it with a friend, and subscribe wherever you're listening to this from. I'm gonna try to have it on different platforms, and also, I'm gonna have a visual version up on YouTube, so you can follow the podcast on there. Yaadie Links. So yeah, if you just want, at least if you're not aware of who I am, and I guess you want to have some type of visual, see who's talking to you. Yeah, just find it on YouTube. And and when you get to YouTube, please like, comment, share, comment down below, and all them wonderful things. I may have some stuff up on the screen on the screen as well, like my IG and that type of thing. But so yeah, I think I covered the essence of the podcast. What we're gonna be talking about, like I said, immigrants. Try to drop an episode every other week. And yes, I guess no, we're at the point now. You probably want to know who is this person talking to you. And as I said before, my name is Kemar Sky. Kemar really, but Sky does one thing I kind of adapt. And yeah, you can find me Kemar underscore Sky IG. Come from Yard, Jamaica, Westmoreland, Bluefields, Westmoreland to be more specific. And if you're familiar with Jamaica, well, you'd know where that's on the west side. And if you're not, I guess I have to give you like I think like even when over here, right, people ask you, yo, where you from? And I'm like, um, Bluefields. and then probably lost. So you have to like end up just like choose one of them well known like the major city they from wherever you're from and be like, you know, so for me it would be like either like Negril or Montego Bay, and of course if I come from the east side, yeah, I could probably see Kingston, right? Even though Kingston even really all the way east, like you know, being more technical. But yeah, you just have to choose somewhere where people can probably quickly like recognize. Cause me not think if you say yo, me come from around I want lane around this or around I want Moko or them not people not gonna know what them think this. Yeah, really. You always have to say like Montego Bay or Kingston. And yo, speaking of Kingston, by the way, whole heap of people. I understand when you do this to like foreigners, right? But me meet people like you probably there somewhere you hear them accent and you know says a yard that, and I say, yo, what go on, which part of yard you come from? Everybody come from Kingston. I'm know say a lie, like there's no way like 90% of people me meet Kingston. Kingston can't hold so much people. Wanna stop tell a lie. Nobody know want say, yo, you know, say around a one lane around this around a Moko or down a mile gully or somewhere around a one like a pit one around like a corner. Nobody know want claim no country place. Everybody Kingston. I lie not tell man and for talk it short man. Some of them my friend too, you know, but I make that slide still. But yeah. Back to me. Alright. So as I say, Westmoreland, born and grew in Jamaica. Like I literally spend all my childhood and you know, like my teenage years and young adult years. A few days before like my 21st birthday, I reached here. But yeah, I attended high school in Jamaica. Mine in school, big up on the I think by the time this drop, hopefully they would have already, you know, won that the Costa Cup. That's like football or soccer to Americans, but you don't know. Yeah, there we go. Football, one when no kick with no foot. That's a thing we have to talk about. That's even a difference we have to talk about. Like I feel like this annoy a lot of people around the world who love the sport. Americans call football something else, where the real thing is like them call it something when it even really make no sense. But you don't know what I mean. Big up man in school. I hope I get the Costa Cup trophy there, you know. And then from man in school, I spent like 2 years at Black River High School. I have to big up Black River people them same way. You know, build a couple relationships there. Big up on yourself. And then from there to UTech, University of Technology. And you know, I spent like 3 semesters. We never get to finish it because, you know, by the time I get to my third semester, it's like them sent for me. I get extradited. we get ship out. Them say, yo, everything come through one thing. I have to fly out. So I flew out. And yeah, forward in America, in Georgia, Atlanta. Really not even Atlanta, but I kind of the same thing, you know, people say, the same thing as I was saying about like telling people which part of Jamaica you come from. You usually pick like a major city. It's not technically Atlanta, but it's like 45 minutes outside, so it's like it's close enough for me to claim Atlanta, right? So yeah, um, forward yeah, so and most of my family base yeah, so and thing, and it's like on the day I came, right, it was so damn cold. It's like cold as hell. My both say cold as hell, but that didn't even really make no sense. But it was extreme. I think at the time it was like the first time in a long time that Georgia experienced any type of snow like that. Probably the type of snow where like New Yorkers like experience on like a yearly basis. So yeah, you can imagine that. At this time, I've never traveled before, right? Never ever. I mean, even go out on boat and go to one key or nothing like that. Like never. I never traveled to no small island. So my very first time traveling was like big foreign, like no little one off travel, nothing like big foreign them send me. And my land, me say, me think like the first day here or like my first couple weeks, me think yo everything I gonna look like what me see on TV. Me think all I taxi them yellow. Me think me coulda just me think a be a high sky rise. Believe it or not, I was must me at 21, but like I've never traveled before, so when me reach like everything I imagine was just like I guess it was just all Hollywood, right? And obviously, and that's how I think turned out. So it wasn't up to my expectation, but um, yeah. I mean, since I've been here, it's like I've had to go through like different changes. I've had to, it was a process trying to like, cause I was in already in college, so I had to get some credits transferred and thing. That never happened immediately, so that's something we can talk about. Somebody else, I'm sure, maybe going through this right now, and maybe the information I have to share can help. Um, I mean, I had to like do some like kind of work where some real hard labor, some real warehouse thing. Like, I feel like everybody who followed over here or moved to somewhere else, like unless you moving for like career or something where you already have a job set up in whatever career field you're in, like more than likely I gotta start off from doing like a Walmart or some type of warehouse, something like that. I'm gonna tell you, some of them work there's like slavery star, but yeah, I talk about all of them type of thing there. So I talk about school, work, relationship, dating, anything at all that might just be like a challenge compared to what you're used to from wherever you call home. So that's the essence of the podcast, people. And if you made it this far, again, I appreciate you. I hope to see you guys joining me on the next episode. I hope you guys continue to join me on this journey. And we have a lot to talk about. I have a lot to share. And yeah, yo, I'm ready for this. So let's go. I'm testing out this new equipment I got, yo, cause yeah, I have some little. Alright, that not sound bad. That's a wrap. Again, my name is Kemar Sky. This is the Yaadie Links Podcast, and see you next time. I'm out.